While I've made it amply clear that Realme needs to go back to the drawing board to make more exciting smartphones, there's one category where this hardware company has been doing a fantastic job. Yes, I'm talking about the wireless audio category, and the latest product in the lineup of wireless audio products is an upgrade to its most affordable truly wireless earbuds, the Realme Buds Q, and unsurprisingly, it's called the Realme Buds Q2. Now, the Realme Buds Q2 isn't as affordable as the Realme Buds Q. That's because it adds active noise cancellation, and it's actually in between the price of the Realme Buds Air 2 and the Realme Buds Q right now. Now, why I'm saying this is just to temper expectations, because we're not going to go into an elaborate discourse on pricing strategies. What we need to find out is this product good or not. Well, my name is Arshad, you're watching My Smart Price, and this is our full review of the Realme Buds Q2. But before we move on, I wanted to tell you guys one thing. Unfortunately, while shooting the review of the Samsung Galaxy M32, my camera fell and the lens broke, and it's gone for repair right now. So I had to actually shoot with a phone. So that's what's happening here. And in fact, a few shots in the Galaxy M32 review are also shot using a phone. So if you guys can guess the phone, I will tell you in the end of this video which phone we're shooting with, just so that it's a fun little thing that we can do. Also, while you're at it, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it to get notified whenever My Smart Price puts out an awesome new tech video. And we really want to hit 100k soon, so please help us in that mission. Now, starting with the case, it continues to be shaped like a pebble, making it very smooth, very slippery, and very wobbly as well. I'd have preferred it if Realme had added a flat base instead. Now, there's a standard Type-C port on the rear for charging. By the way, you can get the Q2 in two colors, the active black and the calm grey one, and as you can tell, we got the black one. It goes without saying that the entire construction from the case to the buds inside is made entirely of plastic, but it doesn't feel particularly flimsy. In fact, there's no flex to the lid, which is something that I really appreciate. Most of these cheap earbuds actually have some sort of flex, and this one doesn't have that. By design, the case cannot be flipped open with one finger. You need to hold the case in one hand and open the lid with another, and that's sort of not very convenient. Also, the edges of the lid and the case when opened are not as smooth as the external part of the body. In fact, it feels kind of sharp. Anyway, one look at the buds and you know that they're placed comfortably inside the cavity created specifically for them, and taking them out is easy. Realme does offer ample space between the two buds as well. And you'll also find this Bluetooth pair button on the case, but you don't really need it with an Android phone. Why? Because your Android phone will automatically detect, this is a screenshot that I took actually, will automatically detect the Buds Q2 when you've opened it for the first time. You'll get some screenshot like this, and it'll ask you to connect directly and create a connection from the start. And every time you open it, it'll automatically connect as well. I must say this, Realme's consistent persistence to actually bring, easy connectivity with Google Fast Pair is worth commending. Now, I like the design of the buds themselves. They are curvy where they sit on your ear and nice and flat on the outer surface. And Realme has this glossy laminated sheet on the flat outer portion that reflects colors at different angles. Also, I found these extremely comfortable to wear for long listening sessions. So comfort will not really be of any concern in my opinion. Now, coming back to the flat exterior, it offers ample surface area for your taps, double taps and triple taps as well. And with Realme's wonderful Realme Link app, you can tune the controls to your liking. For example, as you can see from my Realme Link app over here, I've used the double tap to play music on one bud and jump to the next track on the other. But unfortunately, there's no automatic detection for play pause. But that's not it. The noise also lets you, change the noise cancelling mode, put it in transparency, put it in normal or noise cancelling, change the sound effects, which is basically an equalizer, which is inbuilt, and of course, put on the game mode, which basically reduces the latency to 88 milliseconds. So we've already established that the marquee feature of the Realme Buds Q2 is, of course, the active noise cancelling tech. And so how is it? Well, it is fairly good and not any worse than the Realme Buds Air 2. Now, if you hear any differences in noise cancelling between the two, trust me, it's just placebo. Both are capable of cutting out the same 25 decibels of ambient noise. So yeah, I'd say the noise cancellation on the Buds Q2 is good for the price, and it's as good as the Realme Buds Air 2. As for the transparency mode, I don't care about it too much, but it's okay. Although I'm more interested in the sound signature, and from the frequency chart that you see here, clearly Realme is going for a U-shaped profile with an enhanced low-end response in the bass boost plus equalizer setting. Now, Realme's idea of a good bass is one that does not have too much attack, and it sounds kind of boomy as well. And it generally tends to eat into the other frequency, especially the mids. Even the faintest tap of the bass drum in the background managed to mask Benjamin Clementine's fantastic voice in his famous song Nemesis. Now, there is a solution to this though, and that is to switch to the bright sound effect mode. Now, this setting tames the bass by a huge margin, and it goes without saying that this is the profile that I used for most of my review. Although what the Buds Q2 does a very good job of is imaging, I particularly enjoyed the fact that the Buds Q2 could place all the different instruments, the cymbals, the drums, the guitars and more in Michael Fitzhenry by Andvela, all around my head like a proper concert. The sound staging is good too. But the instrument separation in Do I Wanna Know by the Arctic Monkeys during the penultimate part of the song around 3-minute 30-second mark is extremely average sounding. There are a lot of instruments that come in, but the Realme Buds Q2 cannot keep up with that, and that's because it's a budget pair of truly wireless earbuds. And what I noticed in the sound signature is, of course, the tonality is not that great, and that's what lacks in these budget truly wireless earbuds. In fact, some cheaper wired earphones actually do a better job of tonality, or maybe it's just the Moondrop spaceship that I've been testing lately that that I'm enamored by. Anyway, the sound signature on the Realme Buds Q2 is actually going to be appealing to a lot of folks, so I'm not really worried about that. As for the mic performance, they're just about serviceable for Zoom calls. Now, I tested the Buds Q2's battery and got 5 hours and 12 minutes of continuous playback with active noise cancelling on, which is more than Realme's conservative estimate of 5 hours. By the way, without ENC, you can get up to 7 hours on a single charge, plus you get 2 or 3 extra charges in the case as well. I really appreciate how the brand undersells and over delivers when it comes to the battery life of its audio products. It's been doing this for a while. And that's a far cry from what many other marketing brands do, where they try to oversell every single tiny feature as well. So the Realme Buds Q2 is actually a no-brainer for a lot of folks out there. I really appreciate the fact that Realme is doing whatever it takes in its capability to actually bring active noise cancellation to the masses and democratize the tech, however effective or ineffective it might be. And more importantly, the U-shaped sound signature is something that will cater to most people's listening habits as well. And you get a plethora of features and that fantastic Realme Link app. Now, if you are an audiophile, obviously, you can look away from these, and in any case, the best option would be for you to, buy a wired pair of earphones or, a wireless neckband. But for everyone else, this one just fits it. And to be entirely honest, the only real serious competition to the Realme Buds Q2 is its very own sibling, the Realme Buds Air 2, which can be had for a few hundred rupees more. Now, you must be wondering, how does this compare to the OnePlus Buds Z, which is actually a very popular pair of truly wireless earbuds? Well, I feel that these are better primarily because you get active noise cancellation, and of course, I feel that the sound signature is slightly better than the OnePlus Buds Z. So I hope this makes the choice easier for you and you liked our review of the Realme Buds Q2. Also, we're at the end of the video, so I'll make the final reveal. I've shot the video using the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I genuinely feel that if it's not a DSLR and if I had to bank on a phone to shoot videos, it would be the iPhone. Well, that's it from me. I hope you guys guessed that right. Until next time, this is Esharp from My Smart Price signing off. Goodbye and Godspeed, my friends.